In this case, training. 50-50 man, 50-50 training for me. So Earl didn't go out there and lose by himself. His trainer lost too, okay? The one that was arguing with Crawford's trainer, yeah, okay? They all lost, all right? Now, with that being said, I watched the fight. I watched the fight between Santiago and I think Dorian. I cannot think of the man's last name. I'm sorry. But shout out to you. Been boxing for a long time. And I listened to a lot of stuff that they said. But one thing, I paid attention to that fight. And let me tell y'all something. I watched Santiago start off losing, okay? Because the other man kept throwing a jab and he didn't know what to do with it, okay? But once he realized that he can throw his left jab and make something work for him, he made it work the entire fight. He won, okay? In other words, Earl wasn't able to figure out what he was doing wrong. Again, it goes back to the second thing I said. Technique. Like, what is going to be the technique? He didn't have a technique to beat Crawford. If, he can even beat him at all, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hell, I thought he could. You know what I'm saying? And he possibly could. Okay? But, that goes into my next point that I'm going to make. Earl Spence did not look like himself, okay, on Saturday night. He didn't, okay? He didn't. I seen it. We seen it. The whole world saw it. The boxing world saw it. I see so many boxers said he did not look like himself. And so that just goes on to the next point I want to make. How could his trainers have missed that he's a different Earl? No excuses, but seriously, Earl Spence had a car wreck. And in my opinion, he should have fought other people before he fought Crawford, okay? You don't come back from that type of thing to come back to fight someone as skilled as Crawford, okay? That's another thing. To me, they should have put way more people in front of him to see where he was. You know what I'm saying? He could have saved himself. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But is Earl different? Ultimately, Earl has to figure that out for himself, his doctors, his team. Everybody has to figure out, if he's a different Earl. And if he is, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We still love him as Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? The athlete that we all know and love. It is what it is. And a lot of people said, he went out like a champion. He did his thing. He did. I mean, he went out like a champion. But again, he was not the Earl Spence that we know. Okay? Hell, I'll take it a step further. I don't even feel like Crawford felt like he was the Earl Spence, that he's ultimately been trying to get in the ring with. And like I said, if that's the case, Earl has to evaluate that. Okay? Before he can start talking about a rematch and all of that.